So if you've been keeping up with everything Star Wars, depends on where you look, depends on how the franchise is doing. If you look at the fans, I don't know, they bought it for $4 billion, 4.5 in profit, that's pretty good. You look at the other fans, it's the worst thing that's ever happened, and Star Wars is dead. So let's talk about the future. So Kathleen Kennedy, she's been in Hollywood for forever, it seems. She's executive produced, like, the Star Wars movies, Back to the Future. That's how long she's been around. Indiana Jones. She clearly knows her way around Hollywood and the business. So when it came to her getting appointed the head of Lucasfilm, when Disney officially bought them and Lucas stepped down, there was a lot of, as you could say, negativity. One, she automatically came out and said, look, there's a lack of female stars in everything in Hollywood, so we're going to push that forward. Naturally, that's happened. You've had Rey, you've had Jyn Erso. It's going to keep happening, so that's one way to see it. But on the other hand, people have been looking at her as like the devil when it comes to Star Wars because she's ruined Star Wars. Now, I'm just going to take a step back and talk about the box office. A $2 billion movie, a $1 billion movie, a $1.5 billion movie, and like a $400 million movie flop with Solo. So out of 4 movies, there's been one flop, and it was plagued with extensive reshoots and problems behind the scenes. So one failure in 4 is pretty good, all things considered, right? So now we know that she's extended her contract for another 3 years. And this is after alleged reports by that one YouTuber I'm not going to mention, who says apparently there was like a lockdown with sniper rifles pointed at Disney's head. It's the dumbest thing I've heard, right? It's the dumbest thing I've heard, but people believed it, that she was going to get fired. They're talking about someone that has such a legacy in Hollywood that you'd think she's going to get fired over one misstep. Now, reminder, it doesn't matter what you think of The Last Jedi. It doesn't matter. That movie made a ton of money. And it follows the pattern of first one makes a bunch, second one doesn't, third one goes up from there. So Empire Strikes Back made the least amount of money. It is what it is. So I think the Star Wars future is definitely going to keep going the way it's been going, and I don't think anything is going to change. And this just kind of signifies to me that I don't think Disney is listening to any of the complaints. Because as far as we know, Rian Johnson said as like 3 weeks ago that he's going to keep working on his Star Wars trilogy. And then, of course, we have the Game of Thrones dudes. They're still working on their scripts, and Jon Favreau is working on his Mandalorian series. So it seems to me that she's still in charge of everything. It's not slowing down. So I guess Star Wars, in one hand, is having a brighter future than ever. But then again, Bob Iger did say they're going to slow down, because that's how it should be. One Star Wars movie a year, I think, is enough. But then again, it could have also just been bad timing with Solo. I guess we'll never know.